You don't need to be an expert to make spreadsheets with pro-level design. Instead, all you need is a little patience, some attention to detail, and a few good ideas. To prove it, I'll show you exactly how I took this design and turned it into this with just a few thoughtful changes. And you'll be shocked at how simple this is, so don't go anywhere. Okie dokie, so how do we take this and get it to look like this? Well, the first thing that I would do is turn off the grid lines. Grid lines can help you design the layout, but once you don't need them anymore, it's good to turn them off, and you can see how much cleaner this already looks. Next, I'll add a nice background color to make the main parts of the spreadsheet really stand out. I'm also going to get rid of these black borders. It's true that they do give the tables some structure, but there is a better way to do it. The next big thing is that a little extra space goes a really long way. So I'll add some extra rows and columns to create the space, and you can see how this almost feels like it gives you more room to breathe, especially when you're working with the spreadsheet. And now, with more space, we can add back in some structure. The key here is just to add in what you need to establish the structure that you want, but no more. Every bit of ink that you add to the page can potentially take away from the most important information, so you want to keep it minimal wherever you can. In this case, I'd add in some background colors like this, some border colors like this, and some outer borders like this. And now the overall structure feels solid, but it doesn't feel too distracting or in your face like those black borders did earlier. Next, let's add in some color. Color can really bring your spreadsheet to life, but too much color can make it way too distracting to work with. So the key with color is to use it with purpose. Use a specific color because it means something or makes something important stand out. Here I would make this blue, then make the spending numbers red and the remaining numbers blue. This makes it easy for the user to quickly identify that, oh, these numbers mean this and those numbers mean that. In other words, the colors help convey meaning. I'd also make this border red since we're recording spending transactions here. Speaking of which, if you ever plan on sharing your spreadsheet with someone else, it's a good idea to leave subtle notes to help them understand how to use the spreadsheet the first time that they see it. In this case, I'd add a note here letting them know that this is where you log all of your spending transactions. Okie dokie, it's looking pretty good. The last thing that I'd add is a chart to show the spent and remaining numbers for each budget category. Now, I added this chart using a function called the sparkline function, but this function deserves a full explanation to really understand it. So watch this video next to learn how you can use it too to spice up your spreadsheets with some really awesome graphs.